But it's okay. We're not even worried about him. I really want to fight Shakur.
No, we need that Haney fight too, though.
No, I know. That's always going to be there, though. But that's who I want to fight. I want to go from Barrios to Shakur.
Oh, like straight to it.
Yeah.
At what, 47?
44.
You're making 44.
I'll make a whole division called 44. Me and Shakur.
44.
He said he'd do it.
No rehydration, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a huge fight, too.
Yeah, and I know he's confident, so let's run it.
Core at 44. What do you think?
I love the fight. I think that's perfect. I think it'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked. Either way, he don't stand a chance.
But I do have Shakur beating him, though. I do have you beating him.
Yeah,
right back in that mouth. I'll have you looking like a saber gap tooth tiger. Oh my God, I'll do you dirty, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, oh my, here we go. Hey, not the same fighter. Hey, not the same fighter. Not the same. Hey, when I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say? When I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say?
Ryan Garcia boldly called out Shakur Stevenson, expressing full confidence that he can match Stevenson's speed and has what it takes to handle him inside the ring.
They're gonna be all thinking he's gonna spank me, blah blah blah, all this.
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole. Cause I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like I have that same eye twitch that Shakur has. I do. He knows it. We fought in the amateurs. I beat you. Don't even play around. You know I did. They robbed me because of, you know, your coach was doing something with that girl at the USA boxing. Don't think I don't know that. I know this. And talking about shit, you shit your pants with the junior golden gloves, and we seen.
Shakur Stevenson responded firmly, saying he's ready to fight Ryan Garcia and will dominate no matter which version of Garcia shows up inside the ring.
His mother was a judge in our fight, but she had like influence on like the judging of the fight.
What about him saying that he thought that you think he really won the fight? How close was that fight?
It was an easy fight. It was not a hard fight. He's lying.
All right, so Shakur Stevenson accepts your challenge, Ryan Garcia, at 144. Yeah. Coppinger says he can't make 44 anymore.
I'll be at his fight. Tell him, talk that shit.
Shakur added that Ryan must understand he isn't Devin Haney and can't be treated casually or underestimated in any way.
Response, I heard this before. I heard this. Tio said he was going to do a lot of things to me. He said he was going to knock me out. It sounds good, but Ryan Garcia got to understand one thing that's very important. I'm not Devin Haney. I'm not Devin Haney.
How are you different than Devin Haney?
With all due respect to Devin Haney, he got his game, but my game is at a higher level. My defense is way better. I could stand there in front of guys and defend myself. And I don't think Devin Haney has the type of defense I got that.
I totally agree with you on that. Where's my kid? I totally agree with him on that, and I like that.
And he's a hell of a fighter.
He's
though.
a good fighter, but he's not you. He's not you.
I agree.
He's not you. Is that a fight you want against him, or do you believe that there should be bigger fights on the horizon for you than a Devin Haney fight?
No, I think the Devin Haney fight is a...
Ryan Garcia declared that he plans to completely humble Shakur, promising to deliver a lesson unlike anything he has ever experienced before.
Shakur, and I thought, wait a second, like the Haney fight is like the one that makes the most sense. Like it's a huge fight. There's built-in bad blood there. You felt like you got screwed in that whole situation. You want it back. Why is Shakur taking like the top now instead of a Haney rematch?
I just think that I'm one of those guys that I will just beat him, and I just think that everybody thinks he's just some savant in the ring, and I'm just here to take that away. That's pretty much what it is. They thought Devin Haney was the same way. He's unbeatable. That's what Eddie Hearn said, right? And then went and beat his ass. Same thing with Shakur. I know people are saying he's pound for pound, this and that, but I don't see it. He gonna have to prove it. I beat him in the amateurs. I'll beat him again. and I will hurt him. You don't understand me? Like, I will humble him in ways that he's never been humbled before.
Shakur confidently agreed to fight at 143 pounds, insisting that Ryan could even weigh 190 pounds as long as he makes the contracted weight.
Reasonable, because he's big as hell. Like, that walking around 180. I'm walking around, I ain't gonna tell y'all my weight, I'm walking around not too far from my weight. So, he big as hell. So, truthfully, yeah, it can happen. I just think it gotta be at a reasonable weight. And I don't want no, like, rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So, he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some real testing.
Shakur boldly claimed that whether he's facing Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, both will struggle in the ring and ultimately recognize his superiority.
Rather fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney?
I would rather fight either or. I think any of these guys get in front of me, they got a lot to deal with.
Who are you here with? Are these people, who's your manager? I know you got your brother. Who?
My manager is Jay Prince, he's not here.
Jay Prince is not here. Let me tell you something right now. I don't like your answers because I want you to get paid. Okay, your Devin Haney's not going to get you paid.
You don't think so?
No.
Why don't you think that?
Because, look.
He's a big name. I'm a big name.
He's not that. Look,
everybody wants to see that fight.
Let me be respectful because I like Dave.
During a heated live exchange, Shakur provoked Ryan by bringing up Rolando Romero, insisting that no one can defeat him inside the ring.
I was there.
Hey, no, when I put a beat on you. I'm talking about you. You got no power. You got no power.
And you lost. And
Okay,
you still scared him to this day.
Oh, no. You, bro, I'm gonna knock that gap right back in your mouth. I'm gonna knock that gap into your mouth again. Yeah, you fix the teeth. You fix the teeth. But I'm gonna knock that right back in. I'm gonna bam.
It's Shakur's time right now.
Well, hold on, Shakur. How do you answer to those who say you have to have a certain amount of power to keep the elite fighters off you? Because Ryan's saying you don't hit hard enough to keep elite fighters off you. What do you say to that?
I will be Ryan, I will be Tio, I'll be Devin, I'll be all these guys, bro. All these guys are good fighters. I don't take none away from them, but they can't beat me.
Henry Garcia explained that their full focus is currently on Mario Barrios, while assuring that Shakur remains a clear target once that fight is out of the way.
They focus with, Mario Barrios. So anything after that, I could give you my input on there, but, we are looking forward to other fights, and he's definitely on our list.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What type of, training has this been? Because I know it's been a little animosity because of the Joe Goosen going over and working with. Has this changed the element of how you guys been training? Because it's a little personal. So can you describe a little bit how everything's been?
It's personal for him and Ryan, because he used to train Ryan and all that. With me, I was his assistant, so I worked with Joe. But hey, like he told me before, he's done this before. He's done this with other fighters, and I mentioned that it could be an ego thing. It could be something that he just wants to prove. He can do whatever he wants. That's up to him.
Henry Garcia stated that he has reunited with his son, praising his renewed spirit, sharpened discipline, and a quiet, invisible confidence that speaks for itself.
So much noise around Ryan about Shakur, and he's saying 144. Do you like that fight?
That's another fight that we anticipate. Yeah, absolutely. Something that we fought him in the amateurs too. So of course, Ryan wants that back because we feel that we got robbed in the amateurs, and we know it. And I know it personally. So because I was in his corner. So that'd be a good fight to take on.
Ryan Garcia, brimming with confidence, publicly challenged Shakur Stevenson, while Shakur boldly fired back on X, declaring, "I'm going to cook Ryan badly." Remember, I said it, signaling both intensity and certainty. When Garcia called him out, Shakur tweeted again, "I love when the tables turn. Set it up though so I can show you why I'm different. All that talk sounds great." He later added, 144 Ryan, let's do it. I'll be at your fight now. Scrub VTO will be involved, so don't run from that. Garcia, meanwhile, openly criticized Shakur's personality, labeling him arrogant and unimpressive outside the ring, acknowledging that while Shakur earns praise for his skill inside the squared circle, he sees little else to admire. Reflecting on their shared amateur history, Garcia recalled a time he outperformed Shakur, demonstrating his speed and skill firsthand. That past victory fuels Ryan's belief that their upcoming showdown will definitively determine who is truly superior, making it clear that his criticism stems not from personal animosity, but from observing Shakur's behavior and demeanor beyond competition.
Like too ticked off too many people, but he does talk like really arrogant. And he is a little bit like that in person, you know, ever since amateurs just walking around like, you know, his don't stink, and it pissed me off. Like, I was in Vegas one day talking to his friend Keyshawn. We were having a great time, great conversation. I simply said, hey, yo, Shakur, come over, blah, blah, blah. He goes, just looks at me and goes, nah, you gotta come over here. Like, some arrogant shit. I'm like, bro, what is that? We're all just trying to, you know, figure it out. You know, it's just like, you don't gotta act like that, bro. Honestly, he didn't fight good at all. He was scared. He didn't fight. It's so biased. That commentary is disgusting. If Shakur don't throw a lot of punches, he's controlling the fight. If somebody else don't throw a lot of punches, it's, oh man, he's reluctant. Oh, he's hesitant. It's just so biased. Like, I can't even watch ESPN fights no more. I really can't. It's so.
Shakur Stevenson delivered a nearly flawless performance against Teofimo Lopez, combining sharp execution, disciplined technique, and strategic precision from the opening bell to the final round. Unlike typical victories, where minor flaws or lapses are visible, Stevenson left almost no weaknesses for critics to latch onto. Every movement had purpose, and every adjustment was calculated, making it the kind of performance that silences doubters. In contrast, Devin Haney showcased flashes of brilliance against Brian Norman Jr., particularly early when he dropped the champion in the second round, creating excitement and hinting at a dominant night. However, that intensity did not sustain. After the early surge, the fight gradually leveled out, with later rounds feeling controlled rather than explosive, leaving the initial momentum as the highlight of his performance.
Shakur Stevenson, his performance with Tio, I really had no real critique for him. That's how flawless the man operated. Pause. Right? I really could, like, I can't tell you the last time, like, because normally, even if a fighter wins, there's like a little something like, oh, you know, like even, I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but let's say Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney started off very strong with Brian Norman, and then the performance kind of fizzled out. You did what you did, and you convincingly beat a champion in Brian Norman that some people thought he would be able to knock you out. You dropped him in the second round, had a stanky leg in, so that part was good. But I feel like it didn't really crescendo after you drew first blood and hurt Brian Norman in that second.
The contrast between these outings becomes clear when examining consistency. Haney's fight unfolded like a film that starts with intensity but gradually loses momentum before the conclusion, whereas Stevenson maintained relentless pressure, sharp intelligence, and perfect rhythm from start to finish. His precision was so commanding that some speculated a stoppage was possible, as Lopez struggled to respond to Stevenson's control of range, timing, and tempo. Now, Stevenson confidently turns his focus toward Ryan Garcia, signaling that similar dominance could await, while public debate continues over potential matchups and shifting rivalries. His recent form reinforces the view that he is operating at a level few can match.
According to Ryan Garcia, for some reason he's saying that Shakur pooped his pants. And this is not the first time that he said that. So I don't know what's up with that. He says Edgar Berlanga, boxer out of Brooklyn, was in the amateur circuit at the same time. So he was like, ask him, he knows. So, what do we know? Ryan wants to fight against Shakur after the Barrios fight, right? Now, I gotta keep it real, like I always do on my channel. Shakur, I don't have a problem with his overall response. What I do have a problem with is he says, Ryan, fight me at 144, which is a catch.
Wade Plemons emphasizes that Shakur Stevenson represents an especially tough challenge for Ryan Garcia, noting that he is a difficult opponent across multiple weight classes, 135, 140, and potentially even 147 pounds, though it remains uncertain if he will move up. Plemons highlights Stevenson's skill set, particularly his lead hand, which he considers one of the most educated in boxing today, possibly only rivaled by Alexander Usyk. While Ryan possesses a strong lead hook, Stevenson's jab stands apart, precise, strategic, and used not just to set up offense but also to control distance and maintain defensive posture. Plemons points out that part of Stevenson's effectiveness was evident when Teofimo Lopez repeatedly absorbed his jab without proper counters. For Ryan, options to neutralize it appear limited, with perhaps only a looping left hook over the top offering potential, though even that approach carries significant risk and uncertainty.
And versus Shakur's just a tough matchup for everybody. At 135, at 140, and some of the guys at 147, which I don't know if Shakur's ever going to go. I mean, he will, I think, at some point go to 147, but he's a tough matchup. The most educated lead hand right now, I think, in boxing. Maybe Usyk and him have the best lead hand in boxing. I mean, Ryan has a good lead hook, but Shakur's jab, the way he uses it to set up offense, the way he uses it to keep defense, the way he uses it to keep range. And yes, part of that was Teofimo not having his hands up at all, just keep getting peppered by the same thing. But damn, I don't know what Ryan does that neutralizes it, besides trying to come around the back door with the left hook over the top of it. But even then, we're talking about a looping punch getting there before a straight one. And I don't know if that's going to happen. I'd watch the fight, though. Don't get me wrong. Ryan, if he should beat Mario Barrios, yeah, of course I'd watch him fight Shakur. I just think Shakur's too good for everybody.
Despite the challenges Stevenson presents, Plemons says he would still tune in if Ryan Garcia were to defeat Mario Barrios. He notes that Shakur's skill level currently places him above most opponents, making him a formidable test. Interestingly, Ryan seems to thrive as an underdog, performing with less pressure when expectations are low. Against elite champions like Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, this underdog mentality allows him to fight more freely, focusing on strategy and execution rather than external pressure. In contrast, when heavily favored, as in bouts against Roy or Barrios, the weight of expectation can affect his performance, highlighting how high-level matchups may actually play to Garcia's advantage.
I love something about fighting so many people don't think I'm gonna beat. It's like that Devin Haney effect.
Right.
It's like, you really think I'm not gonna beat this?
You're like a 9-1 underdog.
I think, and this is what now I'm realizing, Ryan's mentality is he loves to be an underdog because there's no pressure. There's pressure on Ryan when he is favored. There's pressure on him when a lot of people want and think he will win. When he fights a Devin Haney, when he fights a Shakur, when he fights guys that are already, multiple division world champions, he's looked at as the underdog. There's no pressure there. He can just go in and fight freely. But when he is the overwhelming favorite, when he has to put it on the line, when he's got the pressure, things flip a little bit. That's what I'm seeing.
Obviously, you were a big favorite against Rolly, and you're a big favorite again against Barrios.
Am I a favorite?
You are a big favorite, but it's a different thing, right? A lot of people in boxing are trying to say, oh...
They respect Barrios.
Yeah, they respect Barrios, and they're saying, well, maybe Ryan, if he's not taking...
Just on Rolly. Yeah, respect Barrios, not Rolly.
Tiger Johnson provided an update on the upcoming WBC welterweight showdown, revealing that Devin Haney would not be joining the color commentary as initially planned. Instead, Shakur Stevenson will take his place, offering fans a unique perspective as someone who trains and spars with top-level fighters daily. The spotlight will be on Ryan Garcia, a 24-fight veteran with 24 wins, 2 losses, and no draws, 20 of those victories coming by knockout, with only 1 stoppage in his career. He will face Mario Barrios, the WBC Mexican welterweight champion, who holds a record of 29 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, including 18 knockouts. Adding an interesting parallel to the matchup, both Garcia and Barrios suffered their only career knockouts against Gervonta "Tank" Davis.
But Stevenson is going to be part of this color commentary for tomorrow's WBC welterweight showdown between the guy he's talking about fighting every single day and the guy's talking about fighting him every single day. In King Ryan Garcia, who is 24 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout, 1 time in his career he's knocked out, as he's going to take on Mario Barrios, the WBC Mexican star, welterweight world champion, who has 29 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 18 wins by way of knockout. He too was knocked out one time in his career. Oddly enough, Mario Barrios' only knockout in his career was to Gervonta Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia only knockout in his career was to Gervonta Tank Davis. Just take that into consideration for what you meant.
If Ryan Garcia emerges victorious, plans are already in motion for a King of the Ring card, with Garcia facing Shakur Stevenson in the main event. The co-main event would feature Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis, while Rolando Romero takes on Conor Benn in the third bout. However, the outcome of tomorrow's fight is crucial. A loss for Garcia against Mario Barrios would shift focus toward a unification bout between Haney and Barrios instead. This makes the matchup carry significant stakes, not just for Garcia and Barrios, but for the broader welterweight landscape. Tiger Johnson emphasizes that a lot rides on the results, and the boxing world will be watching closely to see how this pivotal fight unfolds.
Already had the conversation that they want to do a King of the Ring card. The King of the Ring card will feature Ryan Garcia versus Shakur as the main event, Devin Haney versus Keyshawn as the co-main event, Rolando Rolly Romero versus Conor Benn as the third fight, and then I'm being told that His Excellency Turkey wants Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Jared Big Baby Anderson. But also, there's another major fight that they're looking to put on this card as well. And that fight could be Teofimo Lopez versus Brian Norman Jr. So it could be Teofimo Lopez versus Brian Norman Jr., Rolly Romero versus Conor Benn, Devin versus Keyshawn, then Shakur versus Ryan. But Ryan has to win tomorrow. Here's the plot.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you next time.